Hello and welcome to my League of Legends Roundup for April 3rd. Our first half of this video will be covering the LEC match that happened between Misfits and G2. And then the second half of this video, obviously by the title, will be the LCS playoff match for tonight. So, the reason why I'm able to do both at once is a lot to do with G2 3-0ing another team, 3-0ing Misfits, a lot more convincing than their win over Vitality. This is clean. This is a real clean 3-0. There's no way around it. This is clean. They look really good. They are hot, and the young bot lane is doing work, which is massive for them. Broken Blade is doing what he has to do, and the confidence is just out of this world. And the way that their Fnatic will have to beat them, Fnatic cannot give G2 game one. I think if they give G2 game one, they're going to lose. Game one will decide that series, I believe. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves next week. So, if you haven't watched one of these videos before, I take notes on the game, saving the time of watching a 3-game series where, if you didn't have time to watch it, you couldn't catch it. It's a Sunday in the morning. On the West Coast, it's 8 o'clock in the morning when this series started. So, are you really going to watch it? Probably not. So, that's pretty much the deal. Game one, G2 would come out firing in the early game. Jankos ends up being MVP. He was really facilitating a lot of the leads for G2. I feel like it would be wrong not to give him MVP. But everybody on G2 played well. There was no weak spots for them this series. So, G2 go mid and top lane in the first 8 minutes. They secure a Rift Herald in a fight that goes 3-0 at 9 minutes, and that pretty much started the snowball, that fight at Rift Herald. G2 would take a mountain. Broken Blade would solo kill Herret in the top lane, and simultaneously Caps would solo kill Vethio at 12 minutes as well. So, the solo laners taking advantage, and that's a strong suit for Misfits, is the solo lanes, and they're not able to overcome G2. Misfits would kind of try and fight back after those 2 solo kills, getting a kill in mid and top, which put the kill score 7-2 G2's favor, 3k gold in G2's favor, and Jankos has 5 out of 7 kill participation. Obviously, the 2 solo kills being the 2 kills he didn't participate in. G2 taking Ocean. Misfits win a fight in bot at 17 minutes 4-1. G2 got over aggressive and got punished. Vethio and Neon with double kills. Game would slow down. We didn't have another kill between 17 minutes and 28 minutes. G2 would go to Infernal Soul Point, and then the next kill would come when Misfits actually prevented Soul from going over to G2 at 28 minutes in a 2-1 teamfight win. There would be a reset. G2 would get a pick, start the Baron, get pushed off a minute later. That would go 1-1. So at 31 minutes, G2 are up only 3.5k gold, and it's 11-9. So actually, G2 in game one were not able to extend their gold lead from 15 minutes to 31 minutes. That much at all, 500 gold. But they didn't take a Baron. They didn't need a Baron to win. The final fight coming at the Infernal once again at 33 minutes. G2 taking it, getting the soul, winning the fight 5-0. Flacked and Caps with double kills. Final score 16-9. Game two, very similar to game one. G2 got out to an early lead, didn't look back. G2 go bot lane for 2 kills at 6 minutes. That leads to Prio for a Hextech Drake. G2 get a 2v2 kill, leads to a Cloud. G2 go bot lane for a 3rd time at 14 minutes. Winning a fight 2-0. Misfits would get a pick less than a minute later. 15 minutes, there'd be a trade of solo kills. Broken Blade solo killing Schlatan in the jungle, and Herret going mid lane and solo killing Caps. So at 15 minutes, G2 are up 6-2. Gold lead's bigger than game one. They're up 5k gold, and Flacked is 3-0-2 in the bot lane. Didn't mention him, but obviously a 2v2 kill was his, and they went bot lane twice for him to get kills. G2 go to Infernal Soul Point at 18 minutes, winning a fight 4-1. Flacked with a double. There's a skirmish in top at 21 minutes that goes 1-1. A minute later, there's another skirmish in top that goes 4-0 in G2's favor. Jankos and Broken Blade with doubles. That leads to a Baron and 8.5k gold lead. They're up 15-4 in kills. Flacked is 6-0-6 at this time. G2 take their second Infernal Soul of the series afterwards. And They do that, winning a fight 4-0. Broken Blade with a triple. He had the jacks in Game 2. Broken Blade really did well in Game 2. I would have made him MVP, but he kind of stumbled a couple times in Game 3. That maybe not make him MVP, but in Game 2 he was very dominant. And after taking this Infernal Soul, G2 would end 2-0, push and end, and get some kills around the Nexus, and that's whatever. 24-5. Game 3, shortest one of the series. Early game, actually, Misfits would get first blood. Vethio would solo kill Caps at 5 minutes and get cleaned out. A couple minutes later, G2 gank mid to offset that. That leads to an Infernal. Misfits then go mid at 9 minutes, trying to get Vethio head. G2 getting a pick within the same minute somewhere else. 11 minutes, G2 win the first team fight of the game 3-1. Caps with a triple kill on Cassiopeia. Broken Blade then solo kill Schlatan at 12 minutes. He gets cleaned out 1-1. So he had another solo kill in this series. 13 minutes, G2 won a fight in bot 2-1. And then Harit would solo kill Broken Blade in top lane. Harit on a Fiora. Broken Blade on a Tryndamere. G2 then take an Ocean. Misfits get a pick. 15 minutes, G2 are up 4k gold. Kills are at least closer than they were in Game 1 and Game 2. G2 9-7, but that's a lot more kills in Game 1 and Game 2. It's just a real chaotic mess the first 15 minutes. Yankos 1-1-7, 8 out of 9 kill participation. G2 then go top. Broken Blade solo kills Harit a minute later. G2 get a kill in mid. They go to Hextech solo point before 20 minutes. At 21 minutes, G2 win a fight 3-0. Broken Blade with a double in that fight. The fight, I think, occurred in mid, or in the river at least. That gives them a 9.5k gold lead. They're up 15-7. Yankos 1-3-12, 13 out of 15 kill participation. Like I said, Yankos was a facilitator. He did a lot of the work in this series, getting people ahead in the early game, right pathing, putting Schlatan in a position where the rookie struggled, and I had to make him MVP. G2 end with the Baron at 23 minutes, 3-1 in mid, Flacked with a double, final score 20-8, as you see here. Just a clean 5-0 by G2. I don't really have much else to say besides that. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. G2 are hot right now, and it's. I'd be scared if I'm Fnatic. I really would. I'd want to go into Game 1 with a plan and a plan to win. And obviously you want to win, but I don't think coming back against G2 is going to be a thing going forward. So I almost ended this video, but it's not over. Right now the LCS hasn't even played yet, so in a moment, in the snap of my fingers, pretty much, it'll be time for the LCS. Okay, now for the LCS, that happened simultaneously, but obviously it was many hours later. We had a 5-game series between TL and EG, as you see here. Back and forth affair. EG pulled out some rabbits out of their hat in the draft, and Game 4 especially, very interesting game. We saw level 1s, things that you don't really see during the regular season that teams plan for in the playoffs. These teams are in playoff mode. And I mean, it was a close series. Hans Sama ends up being MVP. A lot of that has to do with Game 5. Part of me wants to put Santorin as MVP, to be honest with you. But I've been all over Santorin over the last little while here, giving him MVPs, and I think he's doing really, really well for TL right now. But Game 5, I feel like Hans was fabulous. So let's get into it. Game 1, definitely, you see by the scores here, Game 1 was definitely the slowest game, 13-3. Game 1 and Game 2, I mean, the same amount of time, 32 minutes. And you see there are a lot more happening in Game 2. But EG would get first blood in the series by going mid lane at 5 minutes. TL would respond by going bot lane and top lane. When they would go top lane at 8 minutes, EG said, fine, we'll take an Ocean. And then we didn't have anything else really happening. At 8 minutes, between 8 minutes and 20 minutes, we had no kills. TL went up 2k gold and matched that Ocean Drake taken by EG with an Infernal of their own. 20 minutes, TL breaks the dry spell, going bot lane. 2 minutes later, they get a kill to take a Cloud. They win a fight 3-2, the first significant team fight of the series at 24 minutes. Danny got both kills for EG, but it's not enough. TL take a Baron. They're up 4.5k gold. They're up 7-3 in kills now. Santorin 1-0-5 on the Viego. When he had Viego, he was very dominant. I think people have to ban the Viego. I know his Trundle looked good at the end of the regular season at times, but I think people need to ban his Viego. TL get a kill in the jungle towards the end of the Baron power play. Go to Cloud Soul Point, and then at 32 minutes win a fight. At 32 minutes, they take a Baron, clean ace 5-0, Santorin with a Quadra, and they end off of it 13-3. Game 2, you see a lot more black lines listed. That's because a lot more happened. Bwipo would solo kill Impact at 2 minutes, and then EG would punish him, going top lane twice in the next 7 minutes. TL going bot lane as well, which led to a mountain for TL. At 11 minutes, there was a skirmish in the river that went 1-1. Then EG would get a kill in mid, a kill in the jungle. Take an ocean as TL got a kill elsewhere on the rift, and this all happened before 15 minutes. Very different than game 1. So at 16 minutes, EG are up 5-4 in kills, and Inspired is 0-1-5, 5 out of 6 kill participation. He's on a Lee Sin. TL then go bot lane, get a couple kills at 18 minutes. EG go mid and get a kill, get a pick, take a Cloud. So EG kept answering in big way. Multiple kills. And in different areas. Like TL were not respecting EG's movements around the rift, their vision control, and things of that nature. 22 minutes, TL gets a 2-1 teamfight win in the river. Hans with a double. EG then 2 minutes later win a fight 2-1 in the river, try and start Baron, and TL don't punish them, but force them off 1-1. So now at 25 minutes, EG are up 11-10 in kills, 3k gold, Inspired's 3-1-6. So since 16 minutes, Inspired's went 3-1-1. Carried really well as they go from the laning phase to definite mid game to almost, I would say, latter stages of the mid game. EG get a pick at 28 minutes, leads to a Baron, 4k lead. TL take a Cloud opposite side of the rift. EG then get a kill in mid, go up 5.5k gold, and then end at 32 minutes, winning a fight 2-0, and then pushing. So final score 18-10. Game 3, EG have a level 1 where they get a kill on TL. EG then go mid lane and trade kills at 5 minutes, and then go bot lane. A minute later, TL would then go bot lane. But EG were very, very active in this early game. Because then they would go top lane again at 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, EG has made a level 1. They went mid, they went bot, and then they went top. And all TL did was went bot. When EG goes top, TL take a Hextech Drake. EG then dive bot a couple minutes later. But at 13 minutes, TL win a fight 3-0 in the river. Santorin with a double. That ties kills up 5-5 and gives TL a small 2k gold lead. TL then take an ocean after a pick. They dive top at 17 minutes. And the game slows down for a few minutes. EG take a Cloud. We have 5 minutes where the teams are kind of just farming, and EG take that Drake. At 22 minutes, EG get a pick, but TL force them off the Baron. The second game in a row where TL forced EG off the Baron. Winning a fight 2-1. Bjergsen with both kills to force them off. Impact then solo kills Bwipo in bot lane, and TL would win a fight at Baron 3-0. Bjergsen with a triple to secure Baron opposite side of the rift after that occurred. 5k gold lead for TL by doing so. So Bjerg definitely, if game 3 was MVP, Bjerg was MVP. He did very well on the Ari. With the Baron at 27 minutes, they end 5-1 in bot. Bwipo, Santorin with doubles. Final score 17-9. Game 4, obviously we have an LPL score here, 30-11. Gets pretty crazy. EG would swap out solo laners, as in they took JoJo's Lucian, put it top against Bwipo, and let Impact play Rise in mid, and it worked out for them. So EG have a level 1 in top where they get 2 kills, 2-1. They then dive top at 3 minutes, get a 2v2 kill at 5 minutes, get a kill in the river as well. So in the first 5 minutes, EG have opened this game up like crazy. I mean, they are very active. Once again, similar to game 3. And I mean, even game 2, they were very active. And in game 1, they had first blood. So EG were really on top of TL in these early levels. And it's a problem TL has to address going into next week. So TL go bot at 7 minutes for their first, instance of trying to initiate a play. At 8 minutes, there's more action in bot where a trade of kills occur. EG takes a cloud. JoJo solo kills Bwippo at 13 minutes. A minute later, EG won a fight in the jungle 4-1. Danny with a quadra. Danny on the Ezreal. I think he had like 13 kills by the end of the game, and that might even be less than he actually had. Danny did very, very well on the Ezreal in game 4. By 15 minutes, EG are up 11-4 in kills. Danny is 6-1-2, and they have a 5.5k gold lead. TL get a kill in mid at 16 minutes. EG say it doesn't really matter. They take a mountain. EG win a fight at 17 minutes in top, 3-0. JoJo with a double. EG then take an Ocean after a fight 1-1. They then take the Baron after winning a fight 2-1. They're up 8k gold. With the Baron, they win a fight in mid 3-1. That puts them up 10k. 28 minutes, TL go for a Hail Mary around the Ocean Drake. EG take the soul, win the fight 5-3. Bwippo with a triple for TL. He had all 3 kills on the gangplank for Team Liquid in that fight. And Danny and Inspired both had doubles. And EG would have all the power after that to end in mid 3-1. 2 minutes later, final score 30-11. A lot of kills happened around the Nexus. I'm not going to list those. That the game was over. So it all came down to game 5. EG pulled out what they had to. They're in a situation where it's do or die, so we have to get creative, and they did. So game 5, they didn't have a level 1, a third level 1 planned, I guess. So TL were able to actually initiate the first play. Game 4, they dove bot at 4 minutes. Game 5, they dove bot at 4 minutes for an exchange of kills 1-1. A minute later, EG would go top. TL would then go bot again 2-0. Take a Hextech Drake. There's another skirmish in bot at 11 minutes. It goes 1-1. So bot lane is the emphasis in game 5. TL go mid at 12 minutes. They take an Ocean at 14 minutes. Santorin with a double and a 4-0 team fight win. And that gave TL quite a lead. 9-3, 4.5k gold. Santorin, 4-1-5 on the Viego. 100% kill participation. Like I said, I really want to make Santorin MVP, but I didn't. 9 out of 9 kill participation in Game 5. He was the reason they got ahead in Game 5. Bwippo then solo kills Impact. TL get a pick. They use that to go to Mountain Soul Point before 20 minutes. There's a skirmish in mid at 20 minutes where EG kind of fight back. Hansama with a double and a 3-3 team fight. TL then get a pick in the river at 25 minutes. A minute later, they take a Baron. They're up 8k gold. When they take that Baron, EG take a Mountain to prevent Mountain Soul. But now TL are up 15-6. Hansama 5-0-8 on the Jinx. 13 out of 15 kill participation. He was leading in kill participation at that point. Santorin had not been as active as Hansama had been throughout the whole entire game by that point. 27 minutes, EG actually are able to force a reset 4-2 in bot. They had a great play where Impact had a triple kill on Renekton on a crazy flank. And that allowed, EG to get a one more team fight opportunity, and they would lose that team fight. TL 4-0. Final score 22-10. TL would end off of that fight. So, TL showed a lot of weakness in this series. They win, but those level 1s in the early game, they really, really struggled. EG showed some things that we weren't probably expecting. I don't think a lot of people expected a lane swap. I don't think a lot of people expected their level 1s. Obviously Team Liquid didn't, but I would like to see maybe better drafting out of EG going forward. Inspired. Inspired hasn't been quite as much as impactful as we would have liked him to be in this split, and I think putting him on carry champions in Game 4 and Game 5 really helped that. And even in Game 3, The Nocturne had a few kills in the early game for Impact, and Inspired, that put him ahead and allowed him an opportunity to carry the game. And I think they are at their best when Inspired is given farm and the ability to carry, and he is at his best in that way too. So that's it for my League of Legends roundup for today, April 3rd. If you have any comments, comment down below on either the series that occurred earlier today in the LEC between Misfits and G2. That seems like it happened days ago, and it only happened a few hours ago. And TL and EG, if you have any opinions on your own, how TL looked, how EG looked. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. I do this for all 4 major regions. I've done it all spring split for all 4 major regions, except like a week when I went on vacation or we're out of town or whatever. So outside of that though, this week I undecided on what kind of videos I'm going to do. I had an idea a while back that I never executed on that I might end up using up this week. Because we got a few days. Because I think China LPL returns on Friday, so there won't be a roundup until Friday, so I'll have to think of something. But thank you for watching this video, and I hope you come back for more content.